Hi, my name is Matt Fraser and I'm about to fish the 30th anniversary of the Flathead Classic, and I was there for the very first one, so it's quite exciting. It's on the 24th to the 27th of September and there's a few team spots left. In 1994, as a 22-year-old, I fished the first Classic with my mate Al, who was a rod builder. At the time I was really into freshwater fishing, and then we heard about the Flathead Classic through the magazines and through the club. I was with the Brisbane Valley Anglers, and so we thought, oh yeah, we'll give this a go. So anyone who was anyone in Hansa pretty much signed up to have a go at the Flathead Classic. There were 77 teams in the first event, and I've still got my booklet from the 1994 Flathead Classic, which is very interesting reading. So we were pretty hopeless at flatty fishing. As you can see here, we caught 2 fish on the first day, but it started a bit of a love for flathead fishing. I got right into it, and then we were trolling with a 2-stroke 15 yammy on a 12-foot Stessel Edge tracker. And back then there was no 4-strokes, there's no electric motors, there's no braided line, there's no graphite rods. So it was all trolling, and we trolled things like this Bomber 24A, Man Stretch 10, little attacks. Attack lures did really well for us up on the flats on high tide, and they still do. And Eddie's Wasp is another one that we used a fair bit, and that evolved with trolling over a few years. And I had a little Eagle sounder, which was pretty basic, which gave me the depth. There was no GPS as well back then, so you didn't have any GPS for your track for trolling. Yeah, in the second year, Al got this cracker, a 90 centimetre. And he came 3rd place overall as an individual angler that year. I'm just reading that off the back because I wrote it down, which is good because I don't remember that. But I remember he didn't win the daily prize because someone got a 92. Yeah, there was no digital cameras back in the day, so it was all on an honesty basis, which is why the prizes end up going to lucky draws, which makes it fantastic for anyone who wants to have a go. Anyone who enters the comp has got a chance of winning a boat and a whole heap of amazing sponsored prizes, you know, electronics and electric motors, eskies, rods, reels, lures, everything like it, sunnies. Anyone who has a go has a chance of winning some really cool prizes. So sponsors really get on board with this event because it's such a big event and it's been going for so long. And it's just been amazing to see the technology, the techniques and the tackle, the electronics, the boats themselves just all evolve over 30 years. And the Classic has been there, you know, just moving with the times and actually, you know, leading the way in techniques, tackle and technology in what's out there. A great example is Greenie, who was the first one really to crack the code with soft plastics, starting off with Ranowski shads, and then he sort of got into some gulps and things. But he ended up winning 5 Classics in a row and just changed the whole scene. Also, there was the trend of the deep water fishing, which Nick White and the White Boys really were at the forefront of that when the Rance sounder technology and the down scan really stepped up. And those guys dominated that for a few years, that deep water bite. Yeah, so it's another different technique that you really have to work out, sort out, and be right on top of, work as a team to get those results in the deep water. And yeah, then that became a thing for a few years. And then even the big lures like Chris Metcalf worked out, you know, the big sluggo plastics on the big flathead in the super shallow water. He got that sus and he got a really good result with Franco there one year. And then, yeah, in future years, like the swim bait bite has been a big thing. But in the last few years, I think it's, there's not any one technique that's really standing out. You have to be sort of across your plastics, you know, your small plastics. Every now and again, you need someone in the team to throw a bigger plastic or a bigger hard bait or jerk bait. You also got to know when it's good to troll. You got to break up your day. Big shout out to Greenie and to Mark Cherry and Mark Battersby were the 3 guys who got the ball rolling on this event and brought in the Barra Classic style rules with the lengths per point. Well done to the committee who have kept it going. The Gold Coast Fishing Club have done an amazing job. There are a whole bunch of awesome guys on the committee or in the club that have been involved with this comp for a very long time. Some of them get in and do a few years pretty hard, and then they need a bit of a break, and then they'll come back, a few years later, or they're always thereabouts. But it's a fantastic club and a fantastic event. It takes a whole bunch of energy and a whole bunch of hard work to make this thing happen. And if you rock up to the precinct and collecting your goodie bags, it's a very exciting place to be. You get your meals there every night as well. All the catering is first class, and it's just a fantastic catch up. So with my company Bramble Lures, I'm sponsoring the 24 Classic for the third time. I'm really proud to have some really cool little lures for the trolling. In your tackle bags, you're either going to have a detonator 38 or a detonator 48. So we've got a whole bunch of these guys in all of these colours. They're fantastic for trolling either up on the flats at high tide or on the channel edges on the outgoing or the start of the incoming tide. They've got a really tight action on them. They're nice and short, so your hookup rate is really good on them. They just don't miss hooks. They've got sticky BKK hooks on them. Out of the packet, they just troll really well at that 6 or 7 foot mark. I recommend you troll them on, say, 6 pound line with a 12 pound leader. Also fish these on the lighter rods with a light drag. You just need enough drag to set hooks. They're quite fine hooks, but then you don't want to rip it out of their mouth or go too hard on them. So that's the key with trolling these little fine hooked lures. You can really rack up your numbers really quick when you get onto a patch of flatties with these. So the lure that I'm also going to be fishing a lot is the Stinger Shrimp 90F. So that's the finesse Stinger Shrimp. I've been fishing with this a lot in practice on the Wilson Elite series. Unfortunately, I'm not going to have stock here for the Classic. And I've been catching so many fish. We've got that stinger hook right there in the tail, and just show you that on there. Yeah, that's the Stinger Shrimp, and the colour that's actually, this is the first one we got in samples, is Chernobyl. This has been catching really, really well. So we're not going to be here for the 24 Classic. I'll be fishing them, but they're not going to be available, unfortunately. So Flathead are an awesome lure chasing species. You can get them on everything from little tiny lures up to giant 12-inch lures. You just never know what their moods are going to be. You never know whether to be doing little twitches or whether to be doing big hops. You just got to keep mixing it up, and the colours as well. One colour might work one day, and then another colour works the other day. You've got to. It's just one of those species where they keep you on your toes. You got to keep working at it, keep looking for them, and they're just a hell of a lot of fun. So I'm not saying I'm any expert at this flathead thing, but I do love it, and I have put a little bit of time into it over the years. The best results I got was runner-up in 2019 and 1998. So a few years between results. Gone close to winning it twice. So pretty stoked about that. And we ended up with champion visiting team in 2019. So we don't go to the Classic expecting to win a heap of prizes. It's all about bragging rights. There's a whole heap of competitive anglers who get in and really have a good crack at this comp, but really all you're trying to get is a trophy, or to get a top 10 stubby cooler is pretty cool as well, because all of the sponsored prizes go towards the goodies bags or towards the lucky draw, which makes it good for everybody. You don't have to be a gun angler to take away the prizes. Yeah, my tip for your team, make sure you all stay hydrated. Plenty of sports drinks, plenty of snacks, keep the sunscreen up, keep the banner up, and if it gets quiet, it's time to move. Just go somewhere else because they're not there, right? You just got to keep moving until you find the flatties. Look for clean water. Yeah, you don't get stuck in the one spot and say, this is where I caught them last week, or this is where I caught them yesterday, because it changes so much from day to day. Oh yeah, another tip, go and do some of the talks, like Dougie or Kevy, if there's talks on, go and do them, because the guys who do those talks know what they're doing, and every one you pick up something different from them. Check out the detonator range at Baramba Tackle Stockists right now, so all up and down the coast in independent stores and BCS, you'll find the detonator range in stores right now, and you can win a set right now. So all you got to do is comment what is your favourite Flathead lure colour in the comments below. You don't have to be doing the comp, you don't have to be doing the classic, just comment and you can win a full set of detonator 48s. So, and if you're doing the classic, there'll be one of these guys in your goodie bag, so give that a run and make sure you send us some photos, tag us, that'll be really cool. Thank you, it's been quite a journey. I appreciate all the support. Enjoy the classic. Cheers. A cracker. 300 teams will be a record amount of teams, and fucking sick of this. Coming up on the 22nd of September, 24th of September. Oi. I'm not going to be here for the 24 Classic. I'll be fishing them, but they're not going to be available, unfortunately. So yeah, sucks. For Flathead Classic, they're got to stop saying but oh my god, this is taking me forever to do. We'll see how we go out there. I don't know what I'm going to say, man. Righto, yeah, better wrap this up. It's been a long video. Hell. Thanks for watching this far. If you made it this far, you're an absolute champion. Get onto the detonators. I'm done. I need to have a beer. And I hope you guys get out there and enjoy it. And I'm not good at this stuff, and it's taken me so long. Righto, wrapping this up, take 10. It's been a long video. Thanks for watching this far. Now the phone's going. Say good day if you see us, and have a great time. Cheers. Done.